So recently I've been feeling kind of stressed, kind of anxious, a little bit sad, and overall a lack of motivation towards, well, pretty much everything. I've been feeling like I'm slowly starting to fall behind and I can't keep up. And there will be these moments where I just can't see a way forward, and honestly that really scares me. Over the last year I've been working so much, pretty much nonstop, from shoot to editing to the next video shoot to the next photo shoot, back to editing, so on and so on. And I guess it started to take its toll. And sometimes if I'm not working towards my dreams, or if I want to take a nap or even a day off, I just feel like failure slowly starts to fill my mind, and I just feel like I'm not good enough or I can't achieve these things, and I feel like I have to get back to work, which ultimately drains me even more. So I decided I wanted to spend some time away doing nothing. I spent some time in France, Italy, England, and Spain with some really good people doing some really fun things, and I feel like I was able to really disconnect and just rest. To remind myself that even though it does sound cliche, but life really is happening now, and it kind of is what you make of it. And I realize sometimes I get in my head and think that I'm working towards this grand goal, this dream that's out there, and if I slow down, then I'm not going to achieve it. But I realize that I have felt that way before about where I am today in the past, and yet here I am in the present feeling that way about the future. And during all my travels, I think my favorite time in all of that was actually time at home with my mom and my dad. I opened up to my dad and I shared everything that I was feeling over the last few months, and he softly shared his perspective on life with me. He shared his story about my mom and how he pursued her and loved her for over the course of 30 years. And he kind of told me that he didn't travel and he didn't get to taste foods around the world. But what he did do was he loved one woman for more than 30 years. And from that, so much good has happened. And with that, he reminded me that good things do take time, and that it's important to be patient with yourself, with your craft, with the people in your life, to steward them and allow time to pass so that these things can grow, and to trust the process, and to ultimately not to compare them with anything else, but to trust where you are today. And with all this, the next morning I sat on the beach and I just thought about how far I've come and how far I could go, and I was just filled with gratitude. I was filled with thankfulness, and I don't know, it just made me think about what it would look like if I started creating things out of a place of gratitude, out of a place of thankfulness, opposed to creating things because I don't want to fall behind. And I think I realized that when I do make things out of a place of I need to keep up, it's usually just copy and paste. But when I want to make things out of gratitude and thankfulness, it's usually the most authentic stuff. So, I don't know, here's to the next year and making things authentically.